FBI when she told him she was innocent of victimless crime. Now I don't give a shit and I never dropped dime on my baby, though she gave it to the FBI. I lied to the FBI when I told them that I did it to save her hide. Told them that the plan for the heist was mine. Now I'm stuck and I'm fucking doing federal time. Locked deep inside, I'm doing time for you. Just got the letter saying we are through. And I don't give a damn if I get out again. I'm doing time for her. She lied to the FBI when she told them she was innocent of victimless crime. Now I don't give a shit and I never dropped dime on my baby, though she gave it to the FBI. I lied to the FBI when I told them that I did it to save her hide. And I told them that the plan for the heist was mine. Now I'm stuck and I'm fucking doing federal time. Locked deep inside, I'm doing time for you. Just got the letter saying we are through. And I don't give a damn if I get out again. I'm doing time for you. My mistake, I will take this secret with me to the grave. And I hope and I pray I see her face again one day. My mistake, I will take this secret with me to the grave. And I hope and I pray I see her face again one day. She lied to the FBI. 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 She lied to the FBI.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Arresting Developments with your favorite former Fed, Mike Willever, and your least favorite Dabbleverse character, me, Joe the Frog. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing okay. I just want to apologize in advance to everyone I've ever known, everyone at my church, everyone at Active Self-Protection. I have no idea what's about to happen, but it's going to be bad, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just, whatever goes wrong, it's Joe's fault.
Why do you think I picked the week your boss is on vacation? He's living his best life in Hawaii right now. He has no idea what's going on here.
He is. He might be watching. Actually, I see pictures of him on Facebook wearing his leopard print bikini bottoms. So the fitness journey is complete. He's enjoying himself, and he's out there letting it all hang out. So
yeah, his buddy Neil Widener sent me one of those photos. I won't show it here, but I would love to. It's when he sent that to me, I was like, is he for real with that? And he was totally for real with that.
I think it was like if he lost a certain amount of weight or had a certain percentage of body fat, he was going to wear the bikini, and so he did. And I'm here for it.
God bless him. The man gives zero fucks. I love it.
No.
So what are we going to do here tonight? We're going to do a couple things. I think for the most part, especially if Mike's friends and family allow him to do this again, we'll probably lean in more towards the cop stuff, badge cams, things you're great at. Tonight's isn't really a badge cam. It's an interrogation video. There's a little badge cam in there. But we're going to do a little bit of Dabbleverse stuff too, because I think it'll be fun to torture Mike Willever, filling his head with this nonsense. And it's so deep. That's the thing. There's so many different avenues and characters. So we'll be gentle early on. But
for all the good people that know everything there is to know about the Shuli network and the Dabbleverse, I just got acquainted with this a couple of months ago, and I tune in and I try to watch, and I have no idea what's happening half the time. It's a steep learning curve, I feel like.
It is, and one of the most fascinating things about it is how fascinated people are with it. Like, we will sit and dissect every little aspect of people's lives that nobody's ever heard of, but it's It's endlessly entertaining. And it all starts and ends with Stuttering John, but we'll get to that. Before we get to that, a couple of housekeeping things. If you wouldn't mind hitting like and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on accept gifted memberships, because if you've been around the Shuli network a while, you know our people love to gift memberships. What are we going to do with the memberships? We are going to probably put most of the episodes... where's my drop?
Behind my paywall.
Thank you, Stuttering John. So that's one thing, is you'll get the archive. We'll probably do a members only show once a month as well, and figure out some other fun stuff to do for the members. We do have a few real quick before we get to anything else. Trigger, I can't pull these up. They didn't come in before the show, but Trigger became a member. Hellraiser gifted 5. Thank you. We are not going to suck off imaginary dicks for gifted memberships here like we do on TSN, but I still appreciate it. Technicolor, Brian Clowder becoming members. Mason in Portland and Brian Clowder gifted a membership. There's Mason in Portland was the first one to come in. Thank you, Mason, for becoming a member. We'll have our own drops for that. I don't want to use the behind my for tonight. We will. And Icy Uno sent us a $2.99 super sticker. Thank you. Ukrainian Poppy Farmer. Thank you. Break a leg for $4.99. Appreciate that. And Colin becoming a member. And we also, thanks to Shuli, have the super tip system up and running. So if you want to support the show, you can head on over to supertip.gg/TSN. The link's in the description and pinned in the chat, and we will play your super tips.
And I want to thank Shuli off the bat for helping us out with a lot of stuff. Not only plugging this, but letting us. I feel like we're in his basement, like he's our dad, and we're in his basement borrowing all of his Wi-Fi and stuff to get this done. So thanks, Shuli, for watching.
Don't thank him. It'll just encourage him.
I have to get used to the mean-spirited nature of your audience and commenters. I know it's all love, but it's a lot to take in, as someone had commented earlier.
Yeah, you know that people like you when they only say nice things about you behind your back around here.
Very nice.
And Eric becoming a member. Thank you, Eric, for membering up. I want to start with the Stuttering John thing, and here's why. I think the interrogation video is a tad intense, and it might be hard to come back from after that and go into the nonsense that is Stuttering John. So maybe we'll start there. A couple more members coming in. Brian, thank you so much for membering up and gifting a membership. So Satellite Man, you can go ahead and thank Brian Clowder, Brian Kowalczyk for gifting that membership. Let's see if there's anything over on Super Tips real quick. No, okay. I'm going to get this package loaded in, and we are going to check out some Stuttering John. So this is one of the most famous videos in the Dabbleverse. If this isn't the Big Bang that created the Dabbleverse, it's close to it. You know Anthony Cumia, of course, right?
Yep. Yeah, of course.
Anthony.
Legend.
Yep. And so he used to have a podcast on his channel, Compound Media, with Artie Lang. They called it the AA Show. Right. And Stuttering John appeared on that show, and things kind of went sideways for him. So we're going to take a look at a little bit of this. So this is an hour long. We're going to do like 10 minutes of this because I don't want to kill Mike with the Stuttering John stuff right off the bat. But this is before any of the Dabbleverse stuff. So before Who Are These Podcasts was goofing on John, well before TSN or the Uncle Rico show was a thing, this happened. This is 2017 or 18. And you just let me know when you want me to stop it.
How's everyone doing? It's the Artie and Anthony show, of course, with my co-host, Artie Lang.
Yeah. Why did you get Artie? Look at the seat.
Oh, no,
it's give Artie seats with fucking sides. The guy's 800 pounds. He fits in there like a sardine.
Now, of course, I gather Artie is a little
laughing at nothing.
Late.
He does that a lot, and Mike Morse loves to make fun of his little wheezy laugh that he does.
I can see why.
Keith doesn't have a microphone.
No, he's
Keith doesn't have a.
Artie's on heroin time.
Oh my God!
Wow.
go right for the jugular.
Of course.
Oh, my goodness.
So there's a little bit of backstory here. So Anthony and Artie were making fun of John's movie on a recent episode of the Artie and Anthony show. So I think that's why John's coming in hot, is because they had the audacity. Have you ever seen his movie, One Too Many?
What do you think?
I'm guessing the answer is no. Not many people have seen it. Yeah, in fairness.
Watching that.
Oh, no, I might make you watch it. I was asking, had you seen it?
Oh, no, never seen it. And it's going to take a lot for me to watch. How long is it?
Like an hour and a half. But like if a doctor ever gives you 6 months to live, watch that on repeat because it feels like an eternity every time. It's horrible.
I feel like 10 years.
It really is horrible. We watched it on Rumble one time. Maybe we'll cut up some clips, some of the worst bits. So yeah, so that's why he's coming in hot here, all pissed off that they were making fun of his movie.
Got it.
He's,
By the way, Garrett gave me a cold shoulder when I walked.
Garrett give you the cold shoulder?
Garrett wasn't. I guess the whole team is not very happy with my tweets.
Why, Garrett's, why? Did you tweet anything about Garrett?
No, I didn't hit him.
Oh.
I hit Keith.
You did?
Yeah, because, he's Keith.
Well, one of Artie's big things is that, you're not going to say anything right there?
What?
One of Artie's big things is...
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of Artie big things.
But
I'm not talking about his weight. I'm talking about his the heroin he's got in his pocket.
Dude.
Oh, wow. Heroin joke number 2.
Now,
Very
he's not
clever.
here to defend himself right now.
And that wasn't even a good one, right? Like,
No.
there's a lot of big things about Artie, the heroin in his pocket.
Did Artie still have a nose at this point? I'm not sure the timing of this.
Yeah, this was before it got really bad.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
This to everyone here, all you people. I have done Anthony's show. This is my 10th appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, Anthony, and according to Keith, unless he's bullshitting me, and according to Garrett and Ben, who's not here anymore, they said that people really liked when I came on your show.
I love it.
And we always had a good time. And let me say, and I said this on my podcast.
And deny that.
Anthony has always been respectful and treated me like a peer. And we wouldn't go.
So that's a big thing for him, being treated like a peer. So one of the things that he can't stand is the thought that he's not on the same level as, because nobody thinks of him as a comic.
Well, no. I mean, I listen. People know I listened to Stern back in the day before he got kicked off the air. So I'm old enough to remember when Stern was on the air on DC 101 in Washington, D.C., where I grew up. And the Air Florida tragedy happened where a plane plummeted into the Potomac River after not de-icing properly, and there was 5 survivors that somehow made it out of the icy river. And the day after or the next day that he was on the air, Howard called Air Florida and asked for 2 one-way tickets to the 14th Street Bridge, and he got fired for that. And this guy named the Grease Man came on. Well, maybe we'll feature the Grease Man in a later episode.
Waddle-doodle.
Waddle-doodle. And Stuttering John he was there to be made fun of, was kind of my impression of his purpose on the show.
Oh, yeah. I don't think, like, there's a very famous clip that we've watched several times of Howard asking him if he thinks he's funny. And then John's like, I thought you thought I was funny. And he's like, no, but I'm asking you, do you think you're funny? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, you're not funny.
Oh,
he goes,
wow.
You're funny when you stutter. So, and somehow, even though Howard said that, and it's on record, when John retells stories of Howard thought he was the funniest person in the whole world. He's definitely a narcissist, I think.
As someone pointed out in the comments, he's still only around to be made fun of currently.
Yeah, that is 100% true. I mean, that's the whole reason. Like, if the Dabbleverse were just the Uncle Rico show or just who are these podcasts, you might be like, there's 10 or 15 shows that make a living off of goofing on Stuttering John.
Wow.
You guys should start doing it on Asp. Your audience would probably love it too, I think.
There is a badge cam we could watch, just saying.
There is actually a badge cam. Oh my God, if you could convince him to do that, that would be the greatest thing ever. Oh my God, Mike.
Almost certainly not, but I'll give it the old college try. Couldn't anyway.
Well, you guys do a lot of lessons from the videos. It's not just like looking at them and analyzing them. So what can you take away from his, like, just carry your registration with you or whatever?
Yeah, just be a functional adult, number one, and number two, don't ask the cop like, hey, I got this guy and they got this cop on the phone. I know this cop. You probably
Do you know
him. You know him? You know him? I don't know too. There's 80,000 cops in South Florida. Whatever.
There's lessons to be learned.
Goof on it, so we would laugh at everything in the news.
Of course.
You know, we'd laugh at Columbo.
We enjoy Columbo.
Just one more question. Just one more
We
question.
enjoy Columbo.
Awkward.
And we would always have a good
Oh,
time.
that
It was
high
never-
five, was that the most awkward high five ever?
Poor
And
Anthony.
then I knew that when the cancer came, when Artie came into this show, Artie was gonna get fucking you to start fucking goofing on me. And like clockwork, it happened.
But
And, and then day after day, you would goof on me.
Milk carton.
Day after day, you would goof on me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Artie turned Anthony in 2 fucking
No.
shows.
No, this is not.
How easily you turn.
This is not true.
So you remember a second ago how we were talking about in this world how if somebody's mean to you, it really means they love you. He doesn't understand that.
Yeah, clearly not. This is just depressing and desperate and awful. It's like you're breaking up with someone and they're like, "But I love you. Come back."
I could look back at certain tweets that I made before we were even talking about Artie being on my show, where I talked about El Chapo. I said that,
I did that bit a year ago.
Yeah. But it's still funny.
Yes, I look exactly like the fucking.
So when we
got arrested in fucking Baja the other day.
So when Artie
Awful.
brought that up, I was like,
Awful.
yeah, fuck, it's funny. And
Oh wait! Stop sugarcoating this bullshit.
Stuttering Juan is kind of funny.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't mind shit. But then you go and goofing on my movie.
There it is.
Okay.
Fucking,
Hey,
then it's my senatorial campaign.
I watched the movie from beginning to end.
You're the only one.
That's fucking. That's pretty good. And look, if I would be remiss in my duties if I did not make some jokes about
Have you seen Artie's movie with already beer league jokes?
one too many.
Yes, which was already too many. Did you make any jokes on fucking Artie's movie?
Artie,
Have you seen Beer League?
Yeah, I've seen Beer League. It's a funny movie. I was just gonna say, like, normally this should be good radio, right? It's this tension and everything, and somehow John makes it not good radio for there to be a conflict between him and other people. He manages that, and that's almost. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Like I said, this video is an hour long, and it is fantastic. Like, wait until I don't think Artie gets there for 20 minutes.
his movie. I watched Beer League, and I liked it.
Oh,
It was, but
oh, what a fucking ass kisser! You
Look,
know, fuck you.
I'm not
That movie
saying-
was equally as bad as.
I'm not saying it's fucking Animal House or Caddyshack.
So what is it?
But it was.
It's not Weird Science.
No,
What?
let me put it on. I'm going to try to find a comedy.
It's
where I
me,
could-
Wally Sparks.
No, no. It was a good vehicle for.
Your
Cracking.
eyes. Your eyes.
Is he having a stroke? Is he okay? What was that? Was that some sort of muted laugh, or what was that?
He actually has had two, I forget what they're called, but they're mini strokes, a TMI or I forget what it is. But yeah.
TMI. Like
No,
that.
it's something
the
like that.
The trans-ischemic. Yes, that's what that's called.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You.
Well, there you go. I'm not a doctor, but I played one in elementary school.
Artie Lang.
A good vehicle. The only good vehicle for Artie is when he has a designated driver.
I thought he was going to say a hearse.
See, that would have been
Coming in about 2
funny.
weeks.
By the way.
Oh,
They have one on hold.
He always sounds like he's
sorry.
about to pass out at any moment. Oh.
Yeah, Shuli's pointed this out. It's like he has to laugh to tell you that you should be laughing too because he made a joke.
Yeah, it's like when Dave Chappelle hits the mic off his leg. That's your cue. That was funny. You know, the laugh. I love it. Yeah.
But just to address the cold shoulder staff thing, there was a little confusion.
So this is Kumia's producer, Keith, the cop. He used to be an NYPD cop and turned into a podcast producer, as you do.
I think because when John was doing his podcast from here, he was supposed to maybe take care of the staff, was he understanding, at the studio for free, and maybe leave a couple beers in the refrigerator. But apparently the guy said John drank all the beer and then walked out. And, give a reach to the guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
you know.
I'm sorry. I'm used to the fucking Tonight Show, Keith, where they have all the beer and they don't expect tips.
No, we do
What
have all
fuck
the
is this?
beer.
What
We
is this,
just
a
maybe you don't
fucking
just
bar?
drink it all.
Am I
I
the
don't know.
Pickwick Pub in Woodland Hills? I gotta leave a tip when I get a fucking beer? Get the fuck out of here. Next
yeah.
one. Garrett, you got a problem? Let's do it right now, motherfucker. I'm gonna start tipping for fucking Coors Lights.
No, not
Are you
tipping them.
fucking
Tipping them
kidding
for
me?
their service of recording the
Nobody
podcast.
asked.
So John doesn't understand what Keith is saying here, but what Keith is saying is that they gave him that Compound Media studio for free to record his podcast, and Kumia's producers came in and recorded the podcast for him. And they said to him, hey, take care of the guys. We're giving you the studio for free. And of course, he didn't give them shit. And now he's pretending like Keith saying he should have paid them for beer, which is not what Keith is saying.
No.
Ask me for tips.
You know, I said just take care of the staff.
Adrian, I go
and,
to
you
your
know.
house.
Yeah.
We hang out and we drink beer. Do you ever ask me for a tip?
No, I think this is more of a business setting.
Right.
And
We
I
gave
think
you the studio
any
for
of the
free,
beers
but I
that
said take
Look,
care of the
I didn't know you were that
guys.
hurting for money.
No, we're not
The
hurting
next
for
time,
money.
you know
You know,
what?
we just
Hey,
do right.
hey,
We do
Keith,
right
here's
by our
20
friends. They do
fucking
right by
bucks.
the guy.
Yeah, he's
Just air quotes for no reason.
terrible with air quotes. It's a whole thing. We've got memes for days of him doing bad air quotes. Real quick before we move on, so he mentioned the Tonight Show. Do you even know that he was on the Tonight Show?
I do not.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Yeah, most people
what,
don't.
Is it stand up?
No, so he was. They hired him as the announcer for a little bit, and then
Okay.
he was a staff writer once they realized that the announcer thing was a really stupid idea.
Was the announcer thing a goof because he has a stutter, or does it? By the way, does he actually have a stutter, or is that just an affectation? Because I notice he doesn't stutter that much anymore.
He stutters when he lies, for sure. But I don't know. So the story I've heard, I'm not great with the Stern stuff. I was never a huge fan, but so apparently Leno and Stern hated each other, and Leno hired John as like kind of a flex to pull one of Stern's guys away. And I think the story also goes that like they were under the impression that those like interviews he would do with the celebrities, that he wrote those funny questions that he was asking.
Oh, did he
Which he-
misrepresent that on his resume? Probably.
Probably. So yeah, 100%, because he always refers to himself as a writer for the Stern Show, and Jackie Marling and Fred and Howard wrote those questions. So
He's a writer.
yeah, writer, crazy air quotes.
Yeah.
Guys, that's
Buy some
all.
more bullets for your fucking gun.
Yeah. It's not for me. It's
Here's
for
your
the
fucking-
staff.
He's gonna need him after this show.
Here's your $20 in this is $20 for the fucking shitty beer you served me last time I was here.
Quite the stack you got there. What are those, singles?
They're not fucking they're not Pocky.
Oh, look, he goes right for the jugular.
Those are 20s.
Oh,
Soon
okay.
that picture won't be on a 20 anymore.
A grown man has about $100.
Do you think he thinks this is funny? Maybe is that what he's trying to achieve, or is he just being stuttering John?
I think he does think I think he thinks he's being funny because people are laughing. He doesn't realize that they're not laughing because he's being funny.
Right.
They're laughing because he's being a douche.
There's laughing with you and laughing at you, and this is
Yes.
definitely at you. Yeah.
Right.
What?
Who's going to be on there?
Fucking
John Melendez?
Isn't it Harry?
Senator
Tubman or something?
Senator John Melendez.
That's right. No,
Oh
so
yeah,
where
he
were
was
we?
running for senator at the time.
From
Yes.
where?
Well, what state would John Melendez be a senator from?
Jersey.
No, California.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't that make more sense? California.
Yeah, they might hire him in Cali. I used to live there for 22 years, and it wouldn't surprise me if they picked him up for a congressional seat at all.
He never actually filed an official campaign. I think it was all a grift because he was trying to get everybody to donate money like he was actually running. But there
Was he running
no
for what? Congress or Senate or what?
U.S.
Governor?
Senate. Yeah, he was going to primary Dianne Feinstein. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A lot of his plans are like that, where they're obviously not well thought out. You know,
Yeah.
it's almost like he had the idea late at night and was like, yeah, I'm going to run for Senate. And
I want to run for Congress.
No.
Well, we would still talk about
I
this.
didn't know that, guys.
Not just the beer.
Have the tip.
I think
here. I'm sorry.
I think the
I've done a
staff.
lot of television shows. I never had to tip.
John, see,
Holy shit, Keith is worried about a tip.
I'll-
Now he's fucking a producer. He's a cop. Now he's producing a fucking television show.
I'll try
Worried
to.
about a fucking tip. He's from Massapequa, which I'm from. It's the shittiest town in the world. And this fucking white trash wants a tip. When I'm on his show, supplying laughs, getting fucking subscribers, he wants a tip for a few fucking beers. Get the fuck out of here.
John, I think I can explain.
All right.
All those the other shows that actually work here on the wall. There's pictures of the staff. It's part of the whole thing that they produce and put the show on and tape it and everything like that. You were taping one of your podcasts here, which is like we didn't ask for a studio rental because you're a friend.
Oh.
But you could throw the guys a few bucks for actually sitting there and doing the work on the equipment.
Exactly.
It didn't really have anything to do with the
Oh.
beer.
Instead, he threw his
okay,
empties
okay.
all over the ground.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, yes. And they said they had to clean up after you, too.
Hey, Keith, let's.
So this is classic stuttering John. He doesn't tip the guys and then leaves empty beer bottles everywhere.
It's classic. This is like, are you, Joe? Are you mad at me? Is that where I'm watching this right now? Are you upset with me? Did I upset you in some kind of way? This is like
boy.
a slow motion car crash.
If you're saying that now,
Oh boy,
just wait a few
wrap
weeks.
in. Yeah, okay.
This is like he's semi-hinged here. By the time we get to like last summer, he's completely unhinged and doing crazy things. He going, you know how we have the backgrounds with the mugshots and whatever? He would go on his show and put my wife's picture as his background.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Class act.
Let's go with your premise.
Always.
So the 9 shows I've done, whenever you guys wanted me, I came here, I took the bullet.
So this is another classic stuttering John thing. This is the after everything I've done for you. So he's going to say that after all of the times that he was a guest on Kumia's show, they shouldn't expect him to pay the staff for using their studio.
When I did Anthony's show, I was on his show at the compound. Then you asked me, can we do another show? You know, down in the theater when we watch Columbo. Oh, believe me, my memory's better than yours. And then I say yes. So now you do me one favor. And now I gotta fucking tip you?
Not me. You just had to take care of the staff. That's what we discussed.
Well, but nobody told me I was gonna take care of it.
I did, yeah. I said, the studio's free. It's our gift to you as our friend. Just take care of the staff.
Okay, then I'm remiss.
Okay, thank you.
Here is
Guys, they
I'm
apologize.
How much you want?
By the way, I don't think that's a proper usage of the word remiss. You can be remiss. I don't think you are remiss. Whatever.
Mike Morse has a whole book of his. I mean, I've got drops for days of him saying dumb stuff. Jesus. Let me look here.
Yeah, I got to come back on the Shuli show at some point. I had a freaking great time the first 2 times. That was a good time.
I agree. Those guys are great, and they're a lot of fun. God, of course, now I can't find a specific.
Slot says, I am remiss in all caps. Yes, indeed. That's so good.
Oh, here's one.
Werner von Braun. You're a Jew. Skol.
Just all kinds of stupid stuff comes out of his mouth.
Wow.
Want $1,000 to write your check?
Oh, hold on. This is one of my favorites.
Travel in the hospital.
No, it's not to me. It's
Want
to
a
the
piece of
guys.
my fucking 401k?
They-
Keep the staff in your pockets like so many nickels and dimes.
Yeah, nickels and dimes.
You just want to be able to draw from the well.
They
Nickel and
did.
dime in me.
They did have the nickels from all the returns that John threw on the floor, and they made the returns, and they got a couple dollars.
We got a multi-millionaire here, and they're worried about one fucking thing.
John, I just heard that they
Wow,
did.
the
They took back
deflection
all
is
your
amazing.
bonds.
The deflection's amazing. Like, no, he's doing you a favor, giving you his studio. Kick down a few bucks for the boys, that are helping you out. And I'm sure I guarantee you they had this conversation in depth. He went, oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, hook him up, no problem. And he, unreal.
Classic stuttering John. There's so much here, and that's what makes, I think, this video so perfect to show somebody, or introduce somebody to the Dabbleverse. Is it's all here, all the hits, all the highlights are here.
Bottles,
Couple
deposit
more
bottles,
minutes.
and made thousands from what you were drinking that day.
Well, Keith, I'm sorry. I apologize. I love
It's
you.
to the staff, but thank you. I appreciate it.
I love Garrett. I love John. I have no problem with the staff. I even love Ben.
Great time, wherever he is.
I love
Oh, he's sucking a
Anthony.
cock somewhere. A little faggot.
Oh,
Is he gay?
Jesus.
That's what
I would have beeped that out if,
Ah.
sorry.
James
I
guys
don't
are
know.
implying.
Sorry.
I have no idea.
I like Ben.
As long
You
as
know,
I'm
he
not
did-
saying it, we're good.
He's a good kid.
Ben did my website for my,
We did.
campaign. Yeah.
Yeah, for the campaign. How is that going?
Oh. Now we're gonna hear about the hypocrisy of Anthony Cumia. Now we will discuss this at length.
Has he?
So everyone-
has
this
John
is
ever
the
had a
hypocrisy.
hand feed him that he did not bite at some point? Has that ever
No.
happened?
Well, Leno. Leno
Yeah.
seems to be the only person that he has never said a bad word about. I think maybe he's under some kind of delusion that he'll get Leno back on his show or get involved with Leno somehow. again.
Leno's giving him a case of Coors Light a week to keep him quiet.
Yeah, just don't bother me.
Yeah.
He tried to have, so we'll get to this eventually in our telling of the Dabbleverse lore to you. John put together a Tonight Show reunion party that did not feature Jay Leno. It was more an excuse for him to get drunk and do a horrible rendition of Roadhouse Blues by the Doors.
Like karaoke style?
No, there was an actual band.
It's almost
Yeah.
worse. Like these professional musicians come thinking they're going to back up some guy who can sing, and it's just stuttering John hammered out of his mind.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to show you that video.
Of my
Good
buddy
politician.
Anthony
He's
Cumia.
rambling on, not answering the question.
Here is the hypocrisy of you. When I was at Anthony Cumia's house, we were down in the compound having a great time, which we always do. Anthony said to me, I swear to God, and if you deny this, then I'm going to call you a liar. He said, John, I'm so excited that you're running. I will support you. You told me that. And you said you would wear my T-shirt on your show.
Where's the T-shirt?
You got to donate, Anthony, and you get a free T-shirt.
Anyway, here's what I did. Here's what I did. Whatever drink was in my hand at the time that I had probably had 10 or 12 of in the compound.
You blame it on the alcohol?
No, I wouldn't do that because then I'd have to blame everything on alcohol. And I'm like, John, I'm so glad you're running. I'm so proud. I will support you 100%.
There you go. There you go. So, wait.
As a friend,
So I
not
want-
as a candidate. Do you think I actually like your platform and
All
what
right.
you're running on?
Okay.
But as a friend.
See, Anthony doesn't know this is a game of chess. Okay. Now, let's go with that premise.
Okay.
Now, when Donald Trump was running, you said to me, you know he's a fucking idiot.
I said
but
he's.
you said, but
yeah.
you will support him because he's anti-establishment.
Oh,
He's
how
not
times
the
have changed,
typical
by the way.
Washington.
Absolutely.
So then, going with that premise,
Yeah.
why then not?
Look at John's tits there, like right next to the microphone. You see that?
Yeah. That's
is a
those are some
big tit.
man Marie's.
Support me, who's
Turning me on.
anti-Washington, who's not in that fucking mold.
I think everything your platform is about is every California Democrat fucking liberal shit that, like, I'll support you because you're a friend, but I hate all that liberal stuff.
Anthony, okay, but let me ask you.
All right, we're gonna knock it off there because we
Okay.
could just keep watching this all night if we wanted
Oh.
to. It's so great. We're about
Yeah,
10
so-
minutes
so-
in.
I'm sorry. Somebody commented he's so uncomfortable being a douche, and I'm like, that really nails it right. It hits it right in the head. Just being comfortable being a guy who complains when people help him out, and then he treats them like crap and drinks all their beer and doesn't tip anybody. Wow.
I'm quite comfortable being a douche. Over on supertip.gg/TSN, our boy Takedown DDT. Thank you for the super tip.
Learning curve isn't that steep. Stuttering John is a moron, and Aaron Imholt is a cuckold.
And I masturbate with a condom around my penis.
Oh, I actually heard that the other night. What was that about?
Dude,
I was mildly horrified by that, and I've seen a lot. I've seen.
you're
dead
mildly
people.
horrified by that. I'll tell you something even more horrifying about
I
Lenny.
should have kept my mouth shut. Go ahead.
You need to sometimes. So, Shuli and Mike and a comedian named Bob Levy used to do a show on Sirius. I don't know if it was on the Stern Channel or just on Sirius, but either way, it was called Miserable Men. And Lenny was a fan of Miserable Men and a caller, and I guess wanted to be one of the miserable men, because if anybody is miserable, it is Lenny, believe me.
Sad sack for sure.
Yes. So they told him that if he drank his own cum, he could be part of the show. So he comes He comes on the show. He has a cup of his own cum. The guys are talking and not paying attention to him, and he chugs it, and they all miss it. So they're like, no, that doesn't count. You have to come back again next week and do it again. So, of course, he comes back next week and does it. That is Lenny.
Yeah, I'm traumatized. And I mean, I like I said, I've seen a lot of bad 30 years in law enforcement. I've seen it all. And I'm now traumatized. And I apologize to all my friends and family and everyone at church who might be watching right now.
Wait until I send you the picture of his asshole that we have.
I'm past, actually. I'm good. I'll imagine it.
Real quick, a couple of memberships coming in. Liquid Cryptid. Thank you so much. And Colin Robinson.
Behind my paywall.
Thank you. Oh, that's gifted 5. Thank you, Colin, for gifting 5 memberships. And Eric gifting 5 memberships. Thank you. Let's see what else we got here. Kevin, a.k.a. Johnny Carbone, became a member. Thank you.
Behind my paywall.
Slot Fanatic with $4.99 says, for Joe's next vape and Mike's next haircut. Thank you,
I got it freshly shorn just for this very occasion of our premiere episode, so you're welcome.
And my beautiful wife gifting a membership. Thank you, Jen. Oh, wait, that's coming out of my account. J-Dog with 10 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Thank you, J-Dog. You are the best. Our audience is awesome. If you caught one of those memberships, thank the person that gifted them to you. Johnny Carbone gifting 10 memberships as well. Jeez, thank you so much, guys. You guys are extremely generous. And we have one more super tip. Bubble Popper says, oh, wait, I got to get rid of this first. Just your monthly reminder that Joe is right about toe from day one. I'm a frog guy. Ribbit, mother fathers. Yes.
Mother fathers. Keeping it clean for Mike. I appreciate that. I'm sure that won't last very long.
Mike's a Christian, for Pete's sake.
A good Christian boy I am.
Yeah, I was right about the toe from day one. And everybody seems to fucking forget that around here.
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes where you guys cover his stuff, and I have no idea what his show is about other than begging for money. Am I missing something? Does he entertain in some way?
No, that's it. Yeah, no, you nailed it. He begs for money. Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Got to hit the goal. I mean, we've got a whole, where is it? I've got my whole...
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants.
Yeah, we got a whole thing going on with that. Colin Robinson with $2 says, that hair looks like Up Dog.
What's up, dog?
Mike's hair looks fine. No, I think Mike's hair looks fine. Don't be mean to Mike. All right. So this is going to be, I think, a lot of fun. We're going to watch a little police video. Have you ever heard of the Amazon review killer?
No, I've heard of the Amazon review of the 3 Wolves Howling at the Moon t-shirt, which is, but if you haven't seen that, that's amazing. You should read the comments. It goes on for days. No, I honestly have no idea. My wife's the murder fanatic in our house. She watches all the murder shows. So no, I've not heard of this.
I'm glad. So, by the way, this video I chopped up from a channel called Explore With Us. Their link's in the description. Check them out and support them. They've got a ton of videos like this. They do a lot of really deep research about this stuff and in-depth analysis. Unfortunately, I have cut all of that out because it's Mike's analysis that we're interested in, and I didn't want him to have any context. I might provide a little bit here and there because this one's wild, but we're just going to see where this takes us.
All right.
Here we go.
We have a search warrant, okay? For your residence and your car, okay? We are mainly looking for your cell phone,
Pause.
okay?
I'm shocked that that detective said car and not vehicle. All right, moving on.
Vehicle.
Well, me and at least him need to go in with you.
As a cop, if you were in a situation like this, would it bother you that the bottom third of that man's belly is hanging out of his shirt?
It would be one of the least of my concerns, but I would take note of it for sure. He's well fed. Is he eating people by any chance? Is that what this is all leading to?
No comment. No context.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm kidding. No. He's not eating people.
So fun story. So where I used to work, there was a guy, we called him Stinky. He was a real oddball, and he was very, very, very overweight. And he kept bragging about how he's losing all this weight with a low carb diet. And he walked by one day, and he walks by leaving his trail of stinkiness behind him. And my partner looks at me and he goes, "Does it count if you eat people who eat carbs?" And we're pretty sure he had a collection of little shoes somewhere in a crawl space. Anyway, sorry about that.
This is another federal agent?
No, he worked with us, but he was not an agent. No,
Okay.
although there's agents who were equally worthless, but not that guy.
It's always weird when you see a cop that's like extremely overweight, because I've seen enough of y'all's videos to know that that's probably not a great thing for the cop.
No, he's preferred to be in better physical shape than that, but depends on where you are. Like if you go to SoCal, most of the cops are in, they're like SWAT team members. They're all, ripped and shredded, and they wear the Oakleys of justice, and they look ready to do whatever they need to do. But yeah.
The Oakleys of justice, are those department issued?
No, they are bequeathed to you in a secret ceremony, a watery ceremony that I can't talk about it. It's a secret. But yeah, it's a whole different thing. You don't get them from the department, that's for sure.
All right, on with the murder.
First of all, he's not going in first, but whatever.
Okay, so now he has that house that they're at, and now this is another team that is on his property. He's got like a big 10-acre property, and this team is searching it. And they have found what they refer to a lot in this video as a Connex box. I'm not familiar with that term, but it seems like the kind of thing Neil Widener would have.
Yeah, almost certainly. God, I hope Neil's watching. Connex boxes. If you ever see like a shipping container,
yeah, that's what it looks like.
A Connex box.
Yeah,
that's what that is. That's exactly what that is.
So that's what they're tearing into right now. Any guesses as to what's in there?
Bodies.
Okay.
Watch out! Y'all move.
I mean, we'll see if they react by holding their noses. I'll know it's bodies, but if not, then maybe not.
Have you in your job? Did you ever have to find dead bodies?
Yes.
So you've seen dead bodies?
A bunch of them. It's not fun.
That's
By the way,
really
it never
weird.
gets any easier. It never gets to where we're like, another dead body. No big deal. It's always like, that used to be an alive person, and now it's not. It's not great. There's Neil. Neil says, no pressure, Mike.
Neil, do you have a Connex box? I bet he does.
Just a girl. How are you, honey? This is bolt cutters. This is our best. He's a paramedic. Okay, we're gonna get you out of there. Okay. Just hang loose for me. Anybody got? I need a handcuff key. Handcuff key. I got it right here. Hold up, y'all slide back. He's got a light. We gotta let you take photographs. Randy, let me see your light, Randy. You can put your hand down, sweetheart. You're okay. We're here. Okay. Do you know where your buddy is?
Charlie?
Yes.
He shot him.
He shot him?
Who
did? Douche.
Todd Colehep shot Charlie Carver 3 times in the chest, wrapped him in a blue tarp, put him in the bucket of the tractor, locked me down here, and I never seen him again.
Okay.
Wow, that's a
He's
lot of
dead and
specific
buried.
information from someone who's just been rescued. Wow, it's impressive.
He says there's several bodies dead and buried out here, and he says that the dogs will be ruined if they go looking because there's red pepper.
We're gonna step you up.
Is that true? The red pepper thing?
What, throwing off dogs?
Yeah.
No. So like a police canine is so well trained, they can literally, like, I had it described to me like this one time from a canine trainer. You walk in the house and the crock pot's been going all day, and you're like, oh man, someone's making pot roast. Well, a dog walks in the house and goes, oh, I smell beef and onion and parsley and beef broth and potatoes and carrots. Like, they can distinguish all these different smells individually. This wasn't supposed to be funny, a funny show, not a police drama. But yeah, the police dog can distinguish between all those sorts of things, like coffee grounds over your cocaine. It doesn't work. It's not a thing. Don't try it, ladies and gentlemen.
Stuttering John once mailed himself cocaine from California to Florida.
How'd that go?
I mean, he got it there and did it. Him and his buddy Hitman Dan.
Wow.
Who's not an actual hitman, but we'll get into that story eventually as well.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Tell the dog people that.
The dog people.
Dog people.
They're real country folk.
Okay.
All right, this is where we're at, Mr. Colette. While we were here, all right, my sergeant served a search warrant on your property. Okay? We have Kayla.
Excuse me?
We have Kayla in your property. She was locked in a container.
Stop.
Okay?
I guess they're videotaping, so whatever. But I 100% would have said, we have her, and left it at that, and just shut up for a second and just see what he has to say. Give him a minute to sit there and stew in that, and be like, he obviously knows who they're talking about, who Kayla is. But I'd be like, yeah, we found her, and then just have a seat on the stairs and let him think. 100% is right.
100%.
She has told us that you shot and killed Charlie. Okay, so at this time, I'm going to need you to stand up and put your hands behind your back.
He's already cuffed.
Does it bother you at all that cop didn't notice that his hands were behind his back?
I mean, he's geeked up, obviously, because
The cop?
I don't know, yeah, he seems like he's probably an experienced investigator, but I learned over the years, like, slow your roll. We don't have to do all this at one time. You know, give him a little bit of information, let him respond to it, let him think about it, and mull it over. So he's obviously like he's concerned about getting a confession. He's thinking way ahead of where he's at. Like he's on step 12 and we're on step 2 right now. He needs to relax and notice stuff like he's already cuffed.
Could it be because it's a small town department where maybe they don't have a whole lot of cases quite this big?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe
It's
he's a little
possible.
excited.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Okay. You're under arrest right now for kidnapping. All right. They're continue to search your property. They're going to continue. They got cadaver dogs down there. Okay. If you want to help yourself, tell me where Charlie's at, so we can go find his body.
Does that ever help you when the cops say, if you want to help yourself, tell me whatever? That never helps, does it?
Not if it's put to you like that. The answer is no. Run away. Don't do it. If they tell you, I will go to bat for you with the DA or whatever, the AUSA. But I mean, if you don't have anything in writing, it's meaningless. The cops can absolutely, and I think it's a good thing if necessary, they can absolutely lie to you, but they can't tell you, like, you couldn't say like, oh, you will definitely get less time if you cooperate. That would be verboten. That would be, because everything you said after that would be thrown out, because the cop can't make that deal. It requires an attorney who works for the government, and preferably your own attorney. Not that I hope this guy doesn't get convicted, but you get the idea.
All right, here we go.
That's pretty much where we're at right now. Okay. Do you want to help yourself and tell me where the body's at so we can go recover Charlie's body?
No, sir.
You don't want to?
No, sir.
Okay. Why'd you shoot him?
I didn't shoot anybody, sir.
Okay, why'd you lock her in a container in your property?
I was talking about.
She's on your property right now, locked in a container. They just got her out of they called it a specific name. Connex box. She was locked in a container in a Connex box. They got her. We have investigators. We have like 20 investigators on your property right now.
Okay.
And they have found her in the Connex box. So she never left your property. Okay, you locked her in the Connex box, and she has told investigator that you shot and killed Charlie. Okay, so I'm trying to give you an opportunity to help yourself and help us, help you find this body.
Help us,
because
help you.
She's saying Charlie's body, you buried Charlie's body on that property.
No, sir.
So you're saying you didn't lock her up, you didn't put her in the Connex box or anything?
No, sir. I'm going to need an attorney.
Probably a good thing. Go ahead and put him in the back of your car.
Sir.
So here's my problem with all that. Like, as an investigator, you can't have a vested interest in the outcome of anything. You just have to go where the evidence leads and not get butthurt when someone asks for an attorney. He pretty much pushed that guy into asking for an attorney. He should have taken him down to the station, buttered him up, and broke the ice and built some rapport, but none of that happened. So I bet you I could have gotten a confession out of that guy, by the way.
Well, what's interesting about this is it turns out this guy wanted to talk. Like, that's the rest of this video is all his confession. So it's weird that he was so. It was probably just the initial shock that clammed him up, and then once he got to the police station, like you're gonna see. I had to cut some of this because she gets pretty graphic about what happened, and I didn't want to. What's that?
I said, no, he wasn't. He wouldn't tell anyone that if that were true.
Of course.
Okay. It's like when you go to Coronado in San Diego and everyone at the bar is a SEAL or a former SEAL. No, you probably weren't. Otherwise, you wouldn't say that if you were.
Oh, there's a collar in there.
Okay, so here now we've moved on to this is the interrogation, and this is where he starts just spilling his guts about everything.
Collar was Kayla's.
Neck collar?
Yeah, she had me order it.
She asked you to order it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll get to that in a minute.
Didn't use it because after it came in the mail, I looked at it and went,
Okay.
Were you ever in any of these kind of like in the little room asking the criminal questions?
Yeah, every day.
Oh yeah,
yeah. This is what I did. Yeah. So as a special agent with my agency, my job was to do a lot. This was probably 25% of my job was this very thing, and I was pretty good at it, frankly. Getting to get someone into a room and then read them a piece of paper that says you definitely shouldn't talk to me. You should definitely ask for an attorney. And then to get that person to then tell you things that aren't in their own best interest is an art form. And yeah.
Lesson is don't talk to the cops, kids.
I mean, look, if talking to the cops is almost never a good idea. I hate to say it, but yeah, if you whether or not you have something to hide, the cops shouldn't be bothered by you asking to speak with an attorney before you answer any questions, and that goes for stuff way less serious than this. But this guy didn't know that, I guess. Or a lot of times these guys think they're smart, like Tom Segura said. On the first 48, he's like, I'm going to talk my way out of this. He's like, no, you're going to do 25 to life. Good luck with that. And that's frequently what happens. The guy thinks he's smart and he's going to talk his way out of it.
This guy certainly seems to think he's smart, but I don't know how you could think you're going to talk your way out of what they've got on him. But I guess maybe that's some kind of stuttering John level delusion. They just kind of trick themselves into thinking I can get out of this.
I saw a comment earlier. Somebody said, this guy greater than stuttering John. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, definitely a better liar.
It's a stainless steel collar with like hooks for putting like locks on. I mean, dude, it's like having I don't treat my dogs that way.
Because you made this comment to me. Sorry to interrupt, but you made this comment to me, and I believe you. You didn't do it, and I believe you. And I talked to the solicitor about that, and I told him what you told me. I said he's made the comment to me, solicitor. He'll plead to everything, but he's not pleading to because he didn't do it. I said, he told me that he's admitted to everything he's done.
You pause it?
Willing to take the responsibility.
So good question in the comment section. He's already asked for an attorney. Where is he? That's a frequently asked question. If someone asks for an attorney initially on Miranda, you can do what's called a reapproach. It's really rare that you do it, and you better have a good reason for doing it, but you can do what's called a reapproach. You would talk to your DA or whoever and be like, hey, this guy's for an attorney. Can I reapproach? And you reapproach, you go, I know you asked for an attorney, blah, 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 blah. And then if they then say no, I never had to do it, but I know it's a concept, it's a thing that can be done. I personally, if somebody asked for an attorney, I would just be done. I'd be like, we're done. Okay, cool. I'll see you.
Is it possible he wanted to talk? Maybe he sat in jail for a day or two and was like, let's talk about this.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, probably not a day or two. It'd probably be less than that because he would have an arraignment the following day, almost certainly, and he would be assigned a public defender shortly after that. So chances are, or get an attorney or whatever, chances are this is like probably same day, next day, following morning, something like that.
That orange jumpsuit is not flattering. He looks like he was poured into it.
Do they have one that covers his pendulous belly, I wonder?
That cop's not in great shape either, though.
Yeah.
For it, but he will not take responsibility. It's the kidnapping. I said, but he will not take responsibility for
This is a weird thing. Yeah, he doesn't want to take responsibility for this. He's saying that she wanted the dog collar. He does this a lot where it's like he's trying to make it sound like she was sort of into the whole thing.
Yeah, this is a pretty common tactic on the part of the detective too. I think you're a good guy. I don't think you would ever do blah, blah, blah. I understand you would do A, B, and C, but not D. Definitely not D. And people want to take the out. They want to believe that people think they're a good person, and they say dumb stuff like he's almost certainly about to do by confessing, I'm guessing.
In the comments on this video, there's a lot of people who seem to think that the cops were a little too buddy-buddy with him. But I think that's, like you said, probably a tactic.
No, 100%. Yeah, I would walk in. So I'd walk into 100%. I would walk into a interrogation room, interview room, and I would just shoot the bull for however long until I felt like they had lowered their defenses a little bit. Then we break out the Miranda form. We sign it. That gets put away. Then we talk for another 45 minutes because the bad guy wants to talk about anything other than the matter at hand. And then finally it's like, oh, I guess we got to talk about this thing, right? Like you minimize it. And, you know, it's not unlike car sales. You know, you just have to work your way in and build a little bit of rapport and trust. And the bottom line is most bad guys want to talk about it.
Were you good cop or bad cop?
Yes, but mainly good cop.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, mainly good cop.
I can't see you being bad cop, but I guess you could probably be scary if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like for this thing, I was worried because when I do my video podcast and I edit my own video podcast and I see my own resting face and I look angry and I don't feel angry. I'm like, was I mad? And then I look at my own face and I'm like, holy crap, I look like I'm pissed off about something. So I've been making an effort to try to look cordial throughout this whole thing. So you're welcome, everyone.
You're killing it.
Because he did not her. That anytime they had sex, it was consensual. She had the choice, and she actually initiated it at times. And
I find that very unlikely.
So,
yeah.
We're going to need to re-interview her. And we're setting that up. We're going to do that this week. I told him, I said, I gave him my word that we would re-interview him, and we want to re-interview her. Because I think it needs to be done.
She had me get her vibrator, the TV, the DVD player, the MP3 player, the coloring books. I said, coloring books? Adult coloring books.
Okay.
Wackiest Christmas list of all time.
Vibrator, coloring books, and an MP3 player.
You know, that's what else do you need, really?
It got her to shut up. It got her to roll over.
That led me to something else. You said the satanic book?
Yeah, what the hell, man?
I've never... Let me ask you this. The mattress is up against the wall, and we did that, looking to see if there were any weapons in there.
There was a bag.
Yeah, did you ever spend the night there with her in the bed? Like stay the night, you and her in the bed, overnight?
Never stayed the night.
Okay.
We spent a lot of time on the bed. She wanted the comforter thing that was on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
That was her idea. That was her submissive kitty bed, her kitten bed.
Here's the crazy thing is I bet you he really believes all of this too. This is the fantasy he's constructed in his head. Is she's just hot for him and can't get enough. I bet you he believes that for real.
Again, I hate to bring everything back to Stuttering John, but very Stuttering John-esque. Are you familiar with the comedian Kevin Meaney?
I've heard the name. I'm not sure. He's
a pretty, I guess, famous comedian in like the 90s and stuff. And He has a daughter named Kate Meaney, who is, I guess now she'd be 26. Last year when this was happening, she was like 25. But Stuttering John got it in his head that she was in love with him, and she recorded phone calls of him being gross and weird, and we played them, and it was a whole thing. But yeah, he was convinced that this beautiful young woman wanted to be with him. So it's possible. People can delude themselves into thinking a lot of things. Steel Toe guy deluded himself into thinking he does a good show. So anything's possible.
Put the collar thing on her.
Yeah, they found that. They were like, what? They thought it was for a dog, you know.
Well, now the cage that was up there that's in pieces, that I built, and it was originally meant for my dogs.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the collar.
He thinks he's really smart.
This guy, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think there's a chance that he is? Is he smart? Or is he actually stupid?
No, he's not. He's not nearly as smart as he thinks he is. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
That I ordered off of one of the websites delivered, and I got it because she requested that as opposed to me putting the chain around.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that and went, I went, that ain't going on nobody.
I can kill people. I can't put a collar on someone.
Kitty bed, and she went this whole thing of explaining to me that I had to give her permission to speak to me, give her permission to look at me. Dude, I don't do all that control. You know, I'm like, ask Ashley. Ashley's never had to deal with any of that crap. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, she had all this stuff, she kept asking for this kind of stuff, I got it, and she wanted, it's a big black book, about that deep, like $23 that damn book, and it's the Enchanted Sorcery. It's the how-to guide to be a witch. Dude, I just figured she'd read the damn book and shut up for a while. Kayla has before asked me to beat up people for her or use my resources, which she thinks my resources are go get someone killed.
Really?
Yeah. With people that she doesn't like.
Have you do or have you hired somebody to do it?
Yes.
Both?
Yes.
Okay.
Matter of fact, read my Facebook. It may be on there.
Really?
Yes.
Can you imagine this guy's Facebook posts? Can you just imagine the nonsense he puts on Facebook or used to?
Oh, believe it or not, I cut it out because of the context, but there are some of his Facebook posts in here. And again, I also cut out the whole part about the Amazon reviews, but all of the things that he ordered to like chain her up, like the chains and the locks, he would leave reviews about how he used them to chain people up and how good they were and how effective they were. And, you know,
I promise you, people read those thinking it was a goof and laughed at
course.
it, not knowing he was serious. Ugh.
Yeah.
Who's this?
I blocked her after all this so that it wouldn't know. Because, I mean, literally...
Well, we have her Facebook.
But, so when she was missing, her and her boyfriend were missing, he was posting on his Facebook stuff about the case and stuff and how, you know, I bet they're not really missing. They probably just ran off. They're drug addicts, whatever, posting all this stuff about the case that he was involved in.
Okay.
Then you have it.
Okay.
It'll take you forever and a damn day to go through it.
Okay.
But go back to the messages.
Really?
In her phone messages. She supposedly had money in her car, and the guy took her money, but that's bull. And then she wanted me to either use my resources to either have him...
Real quick, hit like, everybody, please, while we're here. And if you're having fun, hit the like button. Turn on accept gifted memberships. The link's down in the description to go to your settings to turn that on. If you want to support us, head over to supertip.gg/TSN and send a super tip.
Killed? Or beat up. I believe he was beat up, but she wanted me to use my resources to have him off or go do it. Kayla uses that thing between her legs to get dumbasses to go do stupid. And that's what I'm trying to say, that she's going to use that to get Dustin hurt. My dad took me to office parks while he would steal half the shit he gets hands on and then want me to help him load truck and deal with his nonsense, and then would tell me that if I got into a fight, if I didn't win, you're not my son, don't come home. But then if I get into a fight, I whoop the kid's ass, I went too far, I'm getting my ass whooped because I went too far.
Aww.
You...
Womp womp.
No. Yeah.
Had mentioned to your mom, and that when we had talked at the jail that there were others, and you told your mom she didn't have enough hands.
I had some altercations in Arizona.
Okay.
I don't remember all the details. I had a friend of mine that got shot coming out of a alleyway.
Okay.
I found the guy later on.
Who was your friend that got shot?
Michael something. I was a kid. I don't remember. Michael something.
Do you remember the guy that you shot?
I never knew his name.
You never knew his name?
He drove a...
Does that all sound weird to you?
Yeah, it's nonsense, dude.
But why would he be telling them this story if it's not true? And why wouldn't you remember those details if it were?
Because he's a narcissist and he wants everyone to think he's cool. And this is, I've seen 100 of these guys, and you know, I was shocked he didn't confess immediately because he wants so badly to talk himself up like he's some kind of super duper badass, and he's just a loser.
Oh, dude, you don't. It's like you're Babe Ruth pointing to right field. You have no idea. Wait until. So I actually had to cut out a whole another story of him killing another couple because it was just too long.
Right.
So yeah. So he basically did the same thing that he did with this chick and her boyfriend, like kind of like lured these people to his property and then killed the guy and held the chick for a while.
If they hadn't already found a woman tied up in a Connex box and bodies on his property, I would guess almost certainly this guy's making it up. Like, there's people that walk into police stations and confess to a bunch of crimes they didn't commit. This happens all the time. Not all the time, but it happens with some frequency. It happened with I want to say it happened with what's his name? Ted Bundy, maybe, down in Florida back in the day. People were jumping in and confessing to the crimes, and the cops are like, tell us what happened, and they wouldn't have the details. But this is what this guy comes off as to me. Like he's a glory hound trying to seem like he's some kind of tough guy, and he's not, but whatever.
All right, here we go.
Nova, Gray Nova.
What year was that, you think? Or how old were you?
14.
You were 14. What's it then? Okay.
My understanding is there was some kid who wanted to be in a gang and was doing his initiation.
And his initiation was to shoot your friend?
We were just two kids coming out of an alley. We weren't part of nothing. We were part of nothing.
That was his initiation?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Now, what I want you to do is tell me from the very beginning about Superbikes.
All right, so a little bit of context here. So there was an unsolved murder in this county that happened in a motorcycle shop that turns out our boy here was responsible for.
Oh, wow.
So go ahead, you bought the bike.
Bought the bike. Tried to ride it, didn't work either way.
Yeah, just imagine that. He popped both tires immediately.
He probably looked like those twins on the Guinness Book of World Records.
Or a bear on a bicycle at the circus.
Yeah.
Had it 14 days, and it got stolen from the front of the apartment complex.
You said you went back to them?
Before it got stolen, I had gone back to them a few days prior to being stolen and told them that I was having a hard time riding it, and I was not so sure I had made a wise decision.
And you went back to them because you were inexperienced, and what else did you say?
I thought it was a bad decision. I was trying to see if I could possibly trade it in for a smaller bike or something of that nature. Maybe I didn't know how to ride it. Please understand this has been many, many years. They proceeded to give me a little on the rude side about my inability to ride that kind of bike. No one ever taught me. So, I mean, I know how to operate the clutch.
Dad
and
didn't teach me how to ride a
sometime with the trailer, and if I had to make up my mind, they had dropped it off at the apartment,
okay.
So they knew exactly where it was stored because the guy brought it over to me.
So you said they knew where it was stored?
They knew it was stored.
Okay.
Because they had dropped it off there.
Okay.
So therefore, they stole it from him.
That is what he's kind of implying, is that they stole it.
Okay.
3 days later, it came up missing. There was a police report. As far as I know, they never found the bike.
You said I made a police report?
I did. Actually, the law enforcement officer made fun of me.
Oh.
He informed me that that's a shame it got stolen before I got a chance to write you a ticket. That was the only time I did, guys.
Doesn't even make any sense. What is that supposed to mean?
Jonesing again for motorcycle and started going back to the shop.
Didn't get any lessons.
During one of my times over there.
He still doesn't know how to ride one.
Sitting on one of the...
I mean, he is awfully big to be on a motorcycle. Like, you don't see a whole lot of giant fat guys like that on motorcycles.
Yeah, I want to see him on one of those tiny little crotch rockets, little small ones.
I kind of got the impression that's the first bike that he's talking about that got stolen. I kind of think that's what it was. Because he says, I didn't know how to ride that kind of bike. Like any other motorcycle is just sort of a motorcycle, right?
Right.
I don't know a whole lot about them. But
the owner's friend, guy was a bit of an asshole. I was looking at the bikes and trying to let the earlier part go, and the manager started making some comments about the last one being stolen. And he said something about mine was on its way to Florida. I have no idea it was in Florida or why he said that. When he said it was obviously he was not talking about the time. When I asked him about possibly selling it, it was implied that we took your shit. I let it slide for the time being. Got mad about it. Kept going out there. Why I kept going to the same bike place, I don't really know. But I'd go out there, sit on the bikes, and listening to these two, the owner and the manager, basically talk trash.
Was there no other bike store in his town?
So that's kind of interesting too. That it's almost like he went back there specifically to get angered or something.
Right.
FS.
Beretta 92.
92 FS.
Yes.
So this is really where he starts going into fantasy mode. Listen to how he retells this story.
Oh, I can't wait.
At the time, those only had 10-round mags because they still had the limitation, and the aftermarket Pro mags were god-awful.
So how many? So you had 10-round magazine?
Yes, sir. 3 of them.
3 10-round magazines?
Mm-hmm. Although I've got quite a few of those Kydex.
Mm-hmm.
They work very well. Bravo Concealment.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out.
A suppressor.
Not a sponsor.
Would shoot on a semi-automatic. Requires a Nielsen device, also as a RAD.
So this is something I don't know a whole lot about. Do you know about suppressors? And
Not much, honestly. That always surprises people for the know me from active self-protection is I'm not a big gun guy. I have enough guns to do what I need to do, and I know how to shoot them and all that, but I'm not a super duper gun guy. So I don't know what a Nielsen device is or a RAD. I can only assume, is he talking about trying to put a suppressor on the Beretta
92? Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume that's something that get a barrel lengthened and get it turned, milled or whatever to accept a suppressor, like what's what I'm looking for when you make screw seams, whatever. Anyway, I can't think of it now, but yeah.
Make screw seams.
Yeah.
Look
That's
for your
Make
drop,
Screw Seams
t-shirt.
That's going to be a drop, isn't it? I just walked myself into a drop. Great. Wonderful.
Recoil assist. If you have a movable barrel.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have to use a spacer and lock it in.
So you have probably suppressor.
This cop is so bored right now.
Understanding it, and you're just...
Yeah, and they seem to be writing down every single word. Is that normal?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I want to have handwritten notes to go along with the videotape. Every word isn't necessary, but the important things for sure. And who knows? Because if they find that gun, they turns up in a storage unit or something, they're going to have it all written down. He said this gun, this suppressor, these kinds of mags. It just helps to, later on, if he goes, oh, it wasn't my gun, they can point to that and be like, well, he said all this in the, during his confession. So obviously that is his gun.
Just go in, okay. Dependability surpasses everything else.
Okay.
Years later, I actually learned how to make them myself, and actually mine were extremely dependable.
Hey, guy, no one cares.
Yeah, then the cop goes, then what happened? He's just not even paying attention.
So boring.
Left college, left my class.
Okay.
Drove to Bowling Springs, put the shoulder holster on.
Shout out Dolan Springs.
CVS parking lot. Not gonna worry about it.
So specific.
Got there, not everybody was there. Went and sat on a few bikes, did my usual, and doing my best to make sure that the paying customers were not there. Collateral damage is not cool.
What a dork, dude. What a dork.
Collateral damage is not cool.
Yeah,
Real quick, before we move on, I just wanted Zach Hoffman gifting a membership. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Zach.
Appreciate you. And we have a couple of super tips. Take down DDT.
Mike, nice to meet you. Not sure if you know, but I enjoyed heavy coitus and sweaty sex porn. Not so much hairy pussy ones, though.
This dumb bastard has a pet turtle named Snappy.
I also have a Nokia dumb phone full of Scrabble pictures.
Yeah, we asked Lenny the other day what his favorite porn category was, and he said,
do I want to know?
Coitus and sweaty sex. You just heard it.
Wow.
Those are not porn categories I'm particularly familiar with.
I didn't know. Coitus just means sex, right? Isn't that what that means?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't understand. Okay, moving on. I don't want to know, actually.
Yeah. We'll do a deep dive on Lenny one day, too. All right, Ghost Crusaders.
Oh my god, why I no get no tree fry? You do shrew true night. Ishambri ravi ra brow. Oh vel, I watch later. Okray bry airy brody.
That's Asian Don Jameson checking in.
Wow. Have to explain it to me later.
I wish I could recommend a video for you to watch. I'm just going to say it, and it's up to you. Please search for Maryland Ant Suitcase Police Interview, YT Channel. Explore with us.
So that's one of the most recent videos. I watch every single one of their videos. I watch every one of their videos. That's one of the more recent ones. We will definitely check that out.
Okay.
We're going to have plenty of time to get into a lot of fun murder porn stuff. And thank you, by the way, guys, for the super tips and memberships. You guys are amazing. 200 watching. Hit like, please, while you're here. And here we go.
This was during a time, as you know, that it was not busy. I chose time that was not after work, when I would have a lot of people in there. Did not want to shoot other people. Kind of funny. Kayla put on her paperwork when she was writing stuff out to me that she found a killer with a conscience and a kidnapper with morals, whatever the hell that meant.
You remember that?
Yeah.
She said it to me right before I tied her up in the Connex box. I'll never forget it. So romantic.
After she said, I spent a lot of time.
That's another one of those narcissist like things, like trying to.
He never
imply-
said that.
Yeah.
She never said that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking going, wow, kind of, okay. That was one big building. Yeah. I cleared it in under 30 seconds.
You what now?
I cleared that building in under 30 seconds.
Did you?
You guys would have been proud.
Were you on a Lime scooter? How did you do that?
And he says, you guys would have been proud, as if the cops are going to be impressed by it.
Oh, man. Just as an inside baseball thing, having to sit through something like this with a straight face, with my particular sense of humor over the years, I never investigated murder, right? I don't want to mislead anybody. I was never a murder investigator, but sitting through like a dude, a narcissist like this, who's being grandiose and trying to make up big stories about how cool he is and whatever, and having to keep a straight face is one of the hardest things you have to do, honestly, because you don't want him to clam up. You want him to keep talking, but you can't laugh out loud, unfortunately. Slot Fanatic, yeah. How do these guys keep their composure? That's exactly right. It's very difficult.
They're pros.
I'm sorry, but you guys.
Thoughts on them so far, the cops? Thoughts on how they're doing?
They're doing okay. Yeah, not bad. I don't write that down. I would never would have said that. God, hopefully we've discussed this ahead of time. And my scribe, the guy to my right, is doing two things. One is writing everything down so I can stay in contact with the bad guy. And two, shutting up and not messing with my questioning unless I will tell guys, I'm like, I'm going to talk. If I need your help, I will turn to you and say, hey, Joe, do you have anything? That's how you'll know I want you to talk. Otherwise, don't. Because the other cop will come in and he'll ruin it every single time. Be like, actually, and I'm like, bro, we were 2 seconds away from a confession, and you just started running your mouth for no apparent reason. So,
Okay.
Walked up, pulled out the Beretta, put the safety off, shot the mechanic twice, downward angle. He was beneath me. He was down, crouched down on this side of the bike.
Has every edition of Soldier of Fortune magazine ever on his bedside table.
I believe that. I don't know if it's in this package, but he does talk somewhere in it about like how he's got these. Are you familiar with the term ammo racks?
Yeah,
I assume they're racks for your ammo, but I've never heard that particular term.
It's like saying bookshelf, but for ammo.
It seems like the kind of thing, one of those, you watch a lot of like YouTube stuff, like the operator type guys that do the YouTube videos. He sounds like he wants to be like one of those dudes.
Yeah. I got plenty of stories about that. Maybe next time we'll get into that a little bit more.
Tattooed, bearded guys with guns, which I know is ironic because I am tattooed and bearded and like guns. But
yeah, but you're not that tattooed, but that in that way. Yeah, there's a difference.
The guys that like do their YouTube videos with like those military like armor, what is it, bulletproof vests or whatever on and stuff. It's like they're LARPing, sort of, to me anyway.
Yes, cosplaying as Navy SEALs.
Yes.
So I had to lean over the bike, and I believe it was two shots. I got even two lung shots. I got each lung.
Good job.
2 long shots.
Good for you.
This is what I'm in my head. If I'm the cop, this is what I'm thinking in my head, and I'll say it out loud. Ooh, 2 guns, 2 lung shots. Well done. No one says that, but it's not a thing, by the way. A lung shot.
I think Shuli would say the truck with the awards is right around the corner.
Right.
I'm impressed. The reason why you didn't get any fingerprints is on the door, I used my knuckles instead of my hand. My hand was on the door.
Master criminal.
And the reason you have no prints on any of the shell casings is I wear 2 pairs of gloves when loading every firearm.
So this is another thing I wanted to ask you about. So he talks about how if you wear one, well, I'll let him say it, then I'll ask you.
Even in practice. Okay. Even my practice ammo doesn't get fingerprints. That's why I don't have to worry about picking up shell casings. If you wear one pair, you can still have a lean print because of the acids in your finger. In regard to that, when they touch, if you had any chemicals on the outside of that, whether you would touch it first before you touch it, you can put a print on it even though you had gloves. If you wear a glove on top of the glove, it causes friction between the two of them and negates that.
Mike?
Do I have to address this right now?
Okay, so it doesn't. That's not
that everything you just said is the dumbest thing anyone has ever heard. And I award you no points.
We're all dumber.
Stupid. Yeah, we're all not dumber for having listened to you. That's not a thing.
Okay.
No, gloves are gloves. Yeah, I mean, imagine how small the ridges of your fingerprints are, right? You would have to make an impression of that through a layer of I can't think of the word now.
Latex.
Latex. Thank you. Probably not gonna, unless you have giant ridges in your fingers. It's not happening. That's so stupid.
Wouldn't it be weird watching, like if I went to the range one day and the dude next to me was wearing latex gloves as he was shooting and loading his gun? Like, that would be a red flag for me.
Yeah, I would be like, well, I'm trying to avoid lead poisoning, so I want to keep the lead off my hands. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know. That would be concerning for sure. Yeah, if someone was wearing latex gloves at the range.
Here we go.
So when you're talking about gloves, you're talking about latex gloves? Yes, sir. But if you wear two pairs, not one, one pair won't work.
So you use 2 pair of gloves?
Yes, sir.
Latex gloves. Okay.
At that time, all three, manager, owner, and the mom, they had heard the gunshots in the back and were coming this way to figure out what had happened. All of a sudden, I had 3 people in front of me. Mom was the closest.
So I think if this were on your channel, the lesson there would be if you hear gunshots, don't go towards them. Right?
I was going to say that, but yeah, that would seem really odd to me because especially inside, even suppressed 9mm gunshots are going to be pretty loud, and I would think probably a good idea to not go in the direction of the gunshots unless you're the police. Yeah, go the other way.
And I shot her 2 to 3 times in the chest. Not my best work. Her pattern was horrible. I was actually surprised.
3.
At her being there, not that my pattern was horrible.
And the
cops just trying to ignore all the.
She fell. The the owner and the manager ran for the door. At that range, they should have ran to me, not away. They were way too close. When I came around that door, it was boom, 3 people right there.
There it goes.
Okay, so
he had to
what
make the
happened? They
noise
ran.
every time. Witnesses and suspects have to make the noise. They have to make a boom, boom. I was like, I heard blam, blam, blam. I'm like, okay.
Because they have to let you know it was a gunshot. Otherwise, how would you know?
Into the door.
They ran to the door. In the process of that, I topped a few rounds, topped one. I do not know which one was which.
In
the process
of
them
running, I popped.
Then proceeded to go, did a reload. While this guy was still running, this guy, when I hit him, he crumpled into the doorway.
Okay.
Do people normally crumple when they're shot? Is that normal?
Only if they're shot in the brain, like in this little triangle right here. That's the off switch. If you can get them, underneath the brow, around by the nose, that's where if a round goes in there, usually
that's a crumple shot.
Yeah, crumple shot. Otherwise, not generally speaking. They could just fall down.
Load before this guy got out. I put 2 in him and he actually fell outside. That was a very fast reload.
Very proud of his reload.
Anybody? I mean, there was nobody else. Okay, there was nobody else, but did anybody, as they were falling, I mean, did they look at you? Did they face you? Did they say anything to you? Was there any conversation? Don't, please, whatever? No, sir. With any of this? I don't remember hearing any of that.
That's actually a good question. That can go to depravity of mind, depravity of heart, whatever it is. Meaning, when he's sentenced, they can say he's literally depraved, which might push it in some states. It might push it over the edge into capital punishment. I'm not sure. Again, not an expert on murder, but getting that detail would be important. If oh yeah, she looked at me and begged for her life and I shot her again, like that's something that'll play really bad with the jury later on. Just fun fact.
And then here he says, once I engaged, I was engaged. He definitely talks like an operator.
Dork. Yeah, he's an absolute dork.
I was engaged. So it's like at that point, it's almost like a video game. It's not a game, but it's almost like you're focused on. You've been there, sir.
Is that weird?
Are we relating to me now? No, I've not been there, actually. I've not been in the back of a mechanic shop murdering innocent people, but okay, go on.
Yeah, it's just like what you guys do.
I wish I could have had an inner monologue, like monitor behind my head to show the bad guy what I'm actually thinking versus what I'm saying.
You know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm
If
talking
it
about.
hadn't been so long, you guys could have actually pulled records and actually gone and figure out where they put it. But at this point, it's kind of a moot point. Moving targets, multiple moving targets. I don't think I missed. If I did, it wasn't more than once.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not an easy shot when you got two moving targets running faster than they can. I may shoot somebody as one thing,
Right.
but I'm not a pistol whipping and beating somebody is not my thing.
Oh,
I actually wasn't meaning to hit the mom.
You actually what?
I was not meaning to hit the mom. I prefer not to shoot women if I can.
He says it like he didn't have a choice. I had to shoot her. And I refused to shoot a kid because
I've got a conscience, just like my girlfriend told me.
I'm a killer with a conscience.
Yeah, okay.
I still got the t-shirt.
They give you a t-shirt?
They did. I kept it. I'm not a trophy guy.
You're not a trophy guy? They wanted to give you a trophy?
No, sir. Actually,
I gotcha.
You know what he means by trophy, right?
Yeah, like keeping the something from the victim.
Yeah, like
So
having a necklace made of their victim's ears or whatever. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I've got one of those.
Yeah, who doesn't?
What do you want for dinner? You missed dinner over there. That barbecue wasn't enough. What do you want?
whatever you have for me.
No, I'm asking you. What do you want?
I don't want to be an asshole.
Shut that door, Mark. You're not being an asshole. I'm asking you. What do you want for dinner?
The cop is oddly adamant about this for some reason. That's really weird. Like, get you anything you want, man.
Maybe they had someone starved to death in their custody, so they're hyper aware of. Like, no, we've got to give you food.
Well, this guy's in no danger of starving to death anytime soon. He's good.
I was kind of wondering in a situation like this, like when they go get him food, do you think the cop's paying for that out of his pocket, or do they have like a cop credit card?
No, almost always. But if it's going to solve a multiple murder, $20 for some ribs or whatever this idiot wants is well worth it. Well worth it.
We've got Bojangles around here. We've got Miami Grill around here. We've got the whatever you want, man. Boiling Springs Cookout, whatever. What do you like to eat?
You don't look picky.
What do you like from Cookout?
Never been there.
No, sir. They have a really good. It's called a giant cheeseburger.
Oh, he's going for that.
Giant fries and a giant tea. They're really good.
You had me at giant.
I usually get.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
I just don't want to be the guy who goes, I want the steak lobster and then get an asshole.
Well, I mean, no, whatever you want to eat, I'm feeding you.
Thank you. But
okay.
Chef says, what a load this guy is. That's perfectly stated. That's funny.
And I think so. This part here is one of the parts where the people in the comments seem to think they were getting a little too chummy. You tell me what you think.
Yeah.
Is that good? Mm-hmm. I want to steer you. I want to steer you wrong, man. Food's my thing.
I made a joke with him. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go back to the pod. I'm going to let one part loose, and I'll make everybody jealous.
No, this is great. This is exactly what you want to do. Exactly what you want to do. Look, this guy cannot. He loathes this suspect. However, you can play the part and be his buddy and get as much out of him as you can. That's exactly what you should be doing. Like I had I was doing what's called a free talk one time. So bad guy, me, the guy who arrested him, and a young partner, and then the assistant U.S. attorney and the defense attorney meet in a room, and basically he can say anything he wants, give us information. If it's good information, we might consider giving him a break on his sentence, or letting him become an informant, or whatever. And the guy, the kid next to me, who I didn't really know very well, admittedly just stands up like he's on Law and Order. He's like, I want to know the truth. And he's like pounding the table. And I'm like, no one does that, dude. Stop doing that. Just be cool. Just be cool with people. And you'd be surprised how far it gets you. So no, I think this is perfect. You don't like to be buddy with a monster like this, but if it helps you get more information, that's perfect. I have no problem with it.
The end justifies the means.
Yeah.
So, y'all had sandwiches again. Oh, they're all back at the pod. They're just...
Well, the thing about it is, kids today, they call them millennials. And they want everything.
It's fucking boomer.
Handed to them at a buddy. And this is when I first realized it. We didn't expect it from my generation. The thing about it is, like you said, there are cops in the world that are bad. There are cops in the world that are good. I should not like you. Mm-hmm. I should want to nail you to the cross. Mm-hmm. But
I'm going there anyway.
Well, no, it's not that.
But yeah, I get it.
I want to do the right thing for you. I want to make sure the right thing is done for you and by you. I don't do this job just to put people in jail and do stuff like that. I do this job because that's the way I want to be.
I wonder how this is going to play out.
What do you mean?
They're either going to put me on a gurney, which is what I'm expecting.
The cop's just like,
That's what I'm expecting. Or they're going to put me in a little box somewhere, away from anybody and everybody, which I don't expect. I actually expect it earned.
What do you want? I mean, all joking aside, okay, what do you want?
Take me out back, shoot me back in the head?
No, I wouldn't. I studied psychology a little bit in college. You want me to finish, like I said, I'm working on finishing college. The people at Superbikes made you angry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you tell it, well, people at Superbikes made you angry. And not just angry, but I mean, they belittled you, they humiliated you, they made you angry enough to do what happened.
And you kept going back for more, you weirdo.
Situation this last Christmas, and then this most recent.
The last Christmas situation's the other couple that he killed that we kind of skipped over.
Situation.
So with the 4 people at the motorcycle shop and the 2 and that dude, so that's 6 people. That's a lot of people to kill.
Yeah, he loves killing people.
He apparently does. And eating. You can tell. He loves his tummy, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
The time span. What kept anything from happening? Because that's a question.
I don't need to kill.
Well, I'm not saying you do. I mean, but that's a genuine question.
I mean, per your legal definition, I'm serial, but I'm not.
Okay.
What's that?
Per your definition, actually.
Illegal.
Honestly, if
actually,
Johnny had to pull the knife,
Mm-hmm.
If you'd seen the knife, you'd laugh your ass off.
Really?
Oh, God. Black and white tiger stripe. It was one of those...
The handle?
Yeah.
The one time you buy at the little convenience store? Are you serious?
I'm going, my ammo costs more than your damn knife. Are you kidding me? You're costing me money.
If you're gonna stab me, at least stab me with a butt knife or something, you know? Something with a little history, you know?
Pick the thing up and let them
He almost did the stuttering John laugh. You heard that wheeze?
Yeah. I'm loving everything this investigator's doing. This is perfect. This is textbook, really. Like, just keep him talking. And that thing about the time in between when he said that, like Trump, honestly, the time in between, he's trying to see if maybe there's some other dead people this guy hasn't mentioned yet. You know, like,
well, it kind of makes sense, right? Like, why would you go so long in between killing people?
I don't have to kill. Per your legal definition, I'm a serial killer. And yet I'm not.
And a douchebag.
Yeah.
This was after you shot him?
Oh, yeah. He put that thing out, and I went, here's how it's going to go. Okay. Let's dance.
Let's
Yeah, the
dance.
other
What
problem
a dude.
is if they don't put me on the gurney, when the people inside realize the people I hunt is them.
You like that one?
Okay, cool guy. All right, tough guy. He's going to last about 10 minutes.
He's the guy from
Yeah.
the Boondock Saints. He's just cleaning up the streets.
Literally, he's not killing anybody without a gun and surprise. He's not killing anybody on the inside. Good luck, bro.
They'll be scared to death of you.
Because I know this my life, never hurt another person. I'm entirely okay with that.
It's like with super bikes and with this, it's just a reactional situation. Like that.
I would have never hurt another person again. And for me to take myself, it's not hard. I mean, you slam your throat on a desk somewhere and crush the larynx, you know, I'm dying. Shitty death.
Okay, we got a tough guy in our hands.
Do it.
But you hurt the people.
If I did any of that, and I won't, it would probably cause my mother to have a heart attack and die.
Yeah. Have you...
Because this won't. I'm sure she's fine with all this.
Right.
Killed anybody else in Spartanburg?
Shout out Spartanburg.
No, sir.
Have you killed anybody else in South Carolina?
No, sir.
Other than...
Just starts naming every state.
Have you killed anyone in Iowa?
Anyone in North Carolina? Have you killed anyone in Nevada? Or Nevada, whichever.
Which one is it?
It's Nevada. Nevada is like, so I lived in California for a long time. Everything in California has an ah sound to it. So I moved to Marana, Arizona, and we were calling it Marana, and people knew immediately we were from California and tried to run us out of town, understandably.
You were like, hey, bro, hang loose, man.
Exactly.
Because that's how Californians talk.
Boy in Arizona and super bikes and the ones that we have on the property. Have you killed anybody else?
Anybody
This is why I
else?
ask you this.
Is that enough?
I do, but no. This is the thing. This is the thing. This is not to drive an L home or anything like that, okay? You had your moment in here with your mom, and this is your opportunity to get everything. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity to get everything out of the way. You know, because you're going to be sitting in a cell, and there's going to be lonely times, and you're a compassionate person. I'm a compassionate person. Okay, in the heat of the moment, when somebody pisses you off, you may want to beat the shit out of them, shoot them, stab them, kill them, whatever. But when you're laying there at night, it may bother you.
I don't think it
what I'm saying?
bothers him.
And that's the only reason I'm asking.
That's all it's a shot.
That's the only one you shot. Okay.
I didn't want to have to explain numbers on the phone, and I sure didn't want to give numbers of 4.
So when you told Mom she didn't have enough fingers...
I just didn't know what to tell her on the phone.
Okay, so that was kind of, not, I don't want to say embellishment, but it was just something to...
Didn't want to give her phone numbers. I got you.
Gotcha, I understand.
I'm the best killer ever.
I'm going to have more than one hand, but it's not really a bragging kind of...
I understand.
Some of these knuckleheads may call that, ooh, that's cool. I don't really call that cool.
Hey, Todd, a while ago you made a statement that said, that when you just said those are the only people I've...
Are these guys doing good cop, slow cop? Because this second guy is not impressing me.
I would avoid phraseology like you made a statement. That just stuff like that will get people to freeze up. It's amazing. The way you word stuff makes a big difference. I mean,
statement sounds so official.
Yeah, you made a statement. I made a statement. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Shot. Any other means? Okay.
Further updates following Todd's arrest have failed to show any growth nor regret on his part. In
No
a hearing,
kidding.
family members of the Superbike victims got to make statements directly to Todd. And after one mother spoke about how Todd was frustrated that he couldn't ride a bike properly and said her son would have been happy to show him how, Todd actually spoke up to say, With all due respect, ma'am, I'm sorry, but your information is incorrect.
That's such
the
a
judge
Todd thing to
reminded
say.
him he was only allowed to speak
Classic
if he had a
Todd.
question for the mother.
So Todd.
Todd apparently remarked, I want to let her know why it happened.
Psycho. Yeah. And that's
They're like-
the Amazon review killer.
Postlude. Immediately upon being entered into state prison, Todd was spit roasted by 2 current inmates immediately to show him that he cannot possibly. Yeah, I like that. Like, my favorite part of that for sure was like when these guys find out that I'm in there hunting them. They're terrified. I'm like, no, dude. There's some guy he's prison fit, who has muscles on his muscles, who've been doing push-ups and sit-ups and pull-ups in his cell for the last 5 years, who's gonna beat you senseless. There's not a dang thing you can do about it. So good luck with that.
And if they like juicy guys, he's in trouble.
I'm just saying.
Real quick. Oh, you know what? Actually, I got one more thing for us before we... Hold on. I got to figure out how to get it in here, though. How are we going to do this? We got some chats, too, but I want to get this next thing loaded in. Okay. Let's go to Super Tips real quick. We got one from Takedown TDT.
Joe and Mike, I'm learning a lot from this guy. I can do a lot of damage around here with a jar of spiders.
That's our friend MJ Klein. He does energy drink reviews, and he likes to torment people with spiders.
He has his roommate is Quinn or something.
Oh, wow. You are watching. I'm surprised you still agreed to do this after a while. I thought for sure you would see shit like that and be like, I don't want to get involved with these people.
I only watched a few minutes of it, but I did get to see that. Yeah, he seems like a nice young man, letting the good people know about the energy drinks and which ones to use and which ones not to use.
Real quick, we had a couple more chats too. We had Takedown again says, "Bro is such a gamer." The Beretta 92 FS taking people out inside the super bikes. And Takedown became a member. Thank you, buddy. And he's not done. He also gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much.
Takedown getting after it.
We appreciate that. He's a good guy. Takedown DDT is the inventor of the black Ukrainian poppy flower. Are you familiar with those?
I'm not. What is that all about?
So he went to see Stuttering John do stand-up. And in the meet and greet afterwards, he was wearing, those lav mics like you guys use to record? So he was wearing one of those. And when Stuttering John saw it and asked him what it was, he said it was a black poppy flower to support the Ukrainians in the war against Russia. And Stuttering John was like, oh, yeah, I stand with Ukraine, too.
I stand with Ukraine.
All right, so here I'm going to do this, and then let's see. I want to add this. So are you familiar with the concept of smash or pass? Did they have that back in your day?
What is it called?
Smash or pass?
I think I've heard it. This is the youths. As a good Christian man, I would never participate in a smash or pass. Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, this is mugshot smash or pass, so it's a little different.
I would prefer to court a young lass rather than merely smashing and or passing, but perhaps with an eye towards becoming betrothed to her as a good Christian boy. Betrothed.
So you can betroth or pass then.
Betroth or be gone. Be gone with you.
Be gone with you.
Very, very old Englishy here. Oh boy. Well, I mean, so there's just FYI, there's nothing worse than being in a female detention facility. It's
tell me about it.
It's it's a terrible place. I never had to be in long other than just intake to drop off a prisoner. But there's 2 or 3 kinds of people, women in jail, and there's normal women who have one too many mimosas at brunch, end up in there for a DUI. Then there's crazy women who've committed heinous crimes. Then there's just regular criminal women, and none of them appeal to me in a betroth or be gone situation. But let's find out here. I guess
maybe you're wrong. Who knows?
Could be.
Right. So this is
Pass.
our first.
Be gone.
That's really.
Gone. Yep, we're done here.
And she has a DUI. That's what she was charged with. I don't know. I think this is kind of a smash, but all right, that was quick.
Insane. Absolutely insane. I was in law enforcement officer for 30 years. I know crazy when I see. You heard of the crazy hot matrix, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, this is way, way on the crazy end. Sorry.
Is it the lip ring? Is that what's killing it for you?
I wish I had a pointer so I could circle her entire head and go all of this, everything.
All right.
The front only highlights, and then the obviously weird hair color, the odd arched eyebrows, her expression, crazy eyes, too much eye makeup, the lip ring. She's probably using meth. No, be gone.
All right, that's a be gone for Mike, and that is a lip ring smash for me. Here is contestant number 2: betrothed or be gone.
Be gone.
Be gone. I'm gonna smash this one too. Why not?
Wow.
Another driving under the influence. By the way, you'll notice that's quite a theme here. I guess a lot of chicks get arrested for DUI.
Yeah, it's the hair. I got to be honest with you. Nothing against people with wacky colored hair, but it's kind of like like certain animals in the wild will have bright colors to warn their potential predators that they're dangerous. It's kind of how I view this.
I actually like that. That's actually what's doing it for me. The hair's fun.
Wow.
That says to me like she might be fun in bed. The rest of her face is not so much saying that, but the hair is. The hair's saying party, but you're a be gone on this. Yes. I'm calling that a pink hair smash.
Maybe I'll be gone the whole time. We'll see what happens, but anyway.
Shout out to Boise City PD, by the way. All right, number 3. Neck tattoo.
Betrothed. I got to be honest with you. Something about her just speaks. That's wife material. Wife material right there. Let's bring her home to mom and dad. Let's bring her home. Let's sit her next to grandma at Thanksgiving dinner. She seems lovely. Public.
I don't normally mind a neck tattoo, but I'm not crazy about hers.
What does it say? West 11 Bravo smash.
What? Shout out to West 11 Bravo, by the way. He's a veteran and a very good friend of mine. Love that guy.
Yeah, I think he may have said earlier, like, operators don't talk like that in reference to our. And I said absolutely in my mind. I'm like, that's correct. They don't.
Well, that's because that guy's a legit badass. West Bravo.
Well, I'm sure, and I had the honor to work with quite a few Navy SEALs, active, reserve, and former. In San Diego was just a ton of Marines and sailors in San Diego. And I have to be honest, you would never pick most of these guys out of a lineup as being an operator, as being a badass. They don't talk about it. They're soft spoken. They're not all, giant yoked, insane looking. They just blend right in and you would never see it coming.
Do you think they ever thought about
Wes says, "Oh, go on." To you.
Go on. Do you think they ever thought about changing the name from SEALs to something tougher sounding?
I don't know. I think there's something about that makes it more badass because it doesn't sound tough. I don't know. I mean, when you think about it, if you didn't know what Green Beret meant, would that sound badass to you?
No. Beret in general doesn't sound badass, really.
Yeah.
And comedian Ray DeVito does an impression of a SEAL.
Art. Very nice.
Shout out Ray DeVito. All right, so is this was a pass for you or
betrothed? I can't.
This is it.
I have to let the lovely and fetching Mrs. Willever know that it's over between us, and I'm going to find Christina here.
This is going to be a pass for me. That's a neck tattoo pass for me. How about Methany?
I mean, honestly, are this serious question? It looks like her brain is swollen quite a bit. I mean, is that my imagination? She looks like the brain from Pinky and the Brain a little bit, but with hair.
The top of her head is much bigger than the bottom of it. And the bottom lip is also kind of askew, which is disconcerting.
Yeah. No, she seems like a nice person.
Another gross neck tattoo.
Yeah. I can't see what that is with my old man eyes. Can you make it out, or is it just
I cannot. It looks like black blob.
All right. So, yeah. Be gone. Huh.
This chick's my age, by the way. 1981. She was born the same year I do. She looks old enough to be my mother.
So here's the thing. This is one of the brunch women I was referring to earlier.
Yeah,
for sure. Not a criminal, just a normal person. She, as far as betrothed goes, she looks like betrothal material, like marriageable material. I don't think I'm 54. I'm 10 years older than young Joseph here, so she looks younger to me. So what can I tell you?
She looks like the kind of woman that would have supper on the table for you.
Right? Isn't that kind of what matters? You know, my father said to me when I was a young boy, he said, Michael, marry a good cook because the sex is going to wear off, but you'll always be hungry. And that was good advice.
Solid advice from Papa Willever.
Yeah.
So this is a betrothed for you?
She's betrothal material. I may not betroth her necessarily, but I may squire her about town. I may court her for a period of time.
It's a pass for me. That's a little too juicy pass on my side. But yeah, that was fun. See, there was nothing wrong with that, right?
No, I enjoyed that tremendously.
Maybe I'll try and find more hot chicks for next one instead of so many.
Good luck, because even attractive women, by the time they made it to jail, you know, if they're normal, like, you know, they had one too many mimosas, like I said, they will have been crying. They will have tousled their hair. They're not going to look their best in their booking photo, generally speaking.
Maybe that's the challenge. Let's find the hottest booking photo ever. Mine is probably the hottest mugshot ever.
Really? Do you have a copy of that handy?
Not handy, but I can get it to you, yeah. It's actually not that great. They told me, like, I was smiling at first, and they specifically told me I couldn't smile, so.
Really?
Yeah. They
really
were
weird.
not amused by me at all. Like, I always feel like I can win anybody over and make them laugh. The people at Brevard County Jail take themselves very seriously.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Because, like, the way I looked at it is, like, you're already going to jail. No reason for me to be a jerk. We could just go to jail and, you know, whatever.
They were asking me all these medical questions when they first took me in, and they're like, alcoholism or narcotics addiction. And I was like, tough choice, but I'll go with narcotics addiction. And they got nothing.
That's great. I would have
thought
laughed.
it was good.
That's funny.
Got nothing. They took themselves very seriously. Shout out Brevard County Jail. Mike Willever, this has been so much fun. Thank you.
I had a blast. I want to thank
can't
everyone
tell you how
who
much
showed
fun
up.
this was.
The good people of the Dabbleverse have showed out and showed up, and I appreciate that. And we should maybe if the guys want to have me back on one of these days over on one of the Shuli Network shows, I'd love to go over there and hang out for. That was a lot of fun.
I would love that as well. I look forward to doing this with you again. Shout out to the people that were here watching, all 200 of you that are still hanging out with us. We really appreciate everybody that gifted, super chatted, super tips, which, by the way, let me just make sure there are none. Thank you so much for supporting this tonight. You guys seem to like it, so I guess that means we'll do another one until Mike's wife or boss make him stop.
Or pastor, whoever.
Yeah. And any of the good, sane, sober people in
Moral,
his life.
prudent people. Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone except for you.
Shout out to all of you for being here. We really appreciate it. We'll probably do this again next week, I guess. So see you here next Saturday. And plugs real fast in the description, links to Mike's YouTube channels, Active Self-Protection Extra, and most importantly, the Active Self-Protection podcast, which people might not believe this is one of the most downloaded podcasts on the internet.
By the way, not my channel. Just want to be really clear about that.
Well,
I am a passenger on that channel. I participate in that channel. But yeah, good times.
God, that's so nice of you to feel that way, because I feel like Shuli's channel is mine.
Right? Well, that's because you do most of the work, I'm guessing, unlike
Fair
me.
enough. That is true.
Yeah, those badge cams, I just show up and react, kind of like this. John does all the hard work, all the heavy lifting.
He
does all the
does.
editing
That's crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. You guys put out a video every single day on 2 channels, and that guy sat there editing all of it.
Yes. By the way, your thumbnail game has been duly noted by the good people over at Active Self-Protection, and your editing game for that matter. So yeah, we're loving it. We're having a good time.
I'm a star.
Indeed.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll check you out next week, and see you. Thank you.